Let's talk pricing strategy and how to get you top dollar when you want to sell your apartment fast. So there's several ways to do this. The best way is to consult with a broker and ask for a pinpoint price evaluation where that broker is going to take your rent roll as well as your last 3 years of expenses, and we're going to apply a market cap rate to that property, and then we're going to tell you what the most probable sales price is. So let's start with square one. The first thing that you want to do is establish the pricing strategy. So in order to do that, you need to know how your property stacks up to other properties that are in the market. So the first thing that I do is I take your rent roll and I look at how your rents are compared to like and similar properties and what the market rent is to see if you're at market or if there's a gap between what you're obtaining for rents compared to the market rent. I'm always interested when I see a property owner that has owned an apartment for the last 10 or 15 years and they've just been slow to raise rents. Why do they do that? Because they value their tenant pool and they don't want to increase rents and eke up for every dollar possible, because that will typically drive tenants out, and turnover is expensive. When you have to go in and replace carpet and paint and you have that turnover, it's called loss to market for the rent that you're waiting for before the new tenant moves in. That gets expensive. So a lot of landlords just go for market stability. They want good quality tenants in that property. They're going to give the tenants a great place to live. And in return, they're just looking for a harmonious relationship. But what I see is when that property owner wants to go and sell that property, that can have an impact on your sales price because you're below market rent. Now, I can justify that in a marketing situation because I can say, here's where the market rent is and here's where the current rents are. Here's what the opportunity is for a buyer. I'm recently helping one of my clients sell his 18-unit apartment complex, and his rents for his 2-bedroom units were about $200 below market rent. We had so many buyers that were interested in that property because they saw the opportunity to raise those rents. We had 9 written offers, 4 over full asking price, and 2 were all cash, close in 10 days. So there's definitely pent-up demand if a property is priced right. In my pinpoint price evaluation, I'm going to look at your rents compared to the market rents. And then I'm also going to look at the sold comparable properties. So I want to see what's sold in the last 6 to 12 months, because that's going to allow me to tell you how your property measures up against what recently has sold. Now, in the Eugene Springfield market, the average sold price per unit is around $156,000 a unit. But the problem is you can't just use that and apply that to your 10-unit apartment complex, because it all depends on the rents and what your net operating income is. So you really need a pinpoint price evaluation to tell you how your income and expenses apply with a market cap rate, how that measures in with the other sold properties and what cap rate they sold at. And then the third thing that we look at is creating the right atmosphere. Do you want to have your property go out to the open market? And what I like to do is almost create an auction-like atmosphere where buyers are vying against each other or bidding against each other in an attempt to get you the top dollar. Some sellers say, nope, I don't want it out on the open market. I want it quietly marketed. So we do that through our silent market opportunities. And what that means is we create a pinpoint price evaluation so that you know what your property will be worth. We sign a listing agreement, and I go out to investors that I know that are looking for a property that's like yours. I also call other brokers that I know that work with investors. And we're able to put together a transaction off market where it does not go out to the public. No one even knows that it's happening until the transaction is closed and the new owner takes possession. That gives you peace of mind that your property manager won't know until the transaction is over, as well as your tenants typically won't know. And it just gives you the opportunity to be in control of the situation. So Everybody has a different situation and scenario. A lot of the sellers right now want to go for the auction-like atmosphere. They want to see how high the price can go. And we put it out to the open market and we go with an aggressive market approach, but each seller is different. So if you would like more information on how to sell your apartment for top dollar fast, click on the link down below to sign up for my free newsletter and also subscribe for the next video. I'm Rene Nelson with Pacwest Commercial Real Estate. Have a fantastic day.